Welcome to Game 2 of our doubleheader here this afternoon. College basketball here in the Heartland Conference. Mount St. Joseph's Lions at 7-4, 2-2 in conference play. The Manchester Spartans 5-5, and also 2-2 in the conference. Thanks for joining us on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. I'm Rich Hidy. Mount St. Joe's coming into this game 7-4, Manchester 5-5. Mount St. Joe's picked to finish number 2 in the conference. They are led by head coach Maisie Elston, who is 43-21 as the coach. A very successful tenure as the head coach for Mount St. Joe's. 5-0 against Manchester as well. The Spartans led by Josh Zurich, who has over 200 wins in his tenure at Manchester. That was a moment of silence observed here this afternoon for a game day commemorating Pat Chabinski, who served Mount St. Joe's for 42 years and coached a number of sports and also chaired the phys ed department here at Mount St. Joseph's University. And Mount St. Joseph getting ready to get this contest underway. Once again, Game 2 of our doubleheader. And Mount St. Joe's about to be introduced. It's been a very productive season for Mount St. Joe's. Again, 7-4 this year, hoping to break out on a winning streak, coming off of a win against Albion at Trine, 68-65. That was part of the Trine Holiday Classic, and in that win, it was just a 3-point win. And they had a clutch score by Anaya Murphy, the star of this team, 15 points per game, 6th in the Heartland Conference. But she scored on a fadeaway bank shot and then was fouled and scored on the free throw as well after the foul, and that led to the win. And so for the Lions here today, it will be Morgan Jenkins, Carly Mills as starters, Haley Gungrich, number 12, Anaya Murphy, of course, and number 31, Madison Drummonds for the Lions. Spartans, meanwhile, 3 players who score in double figures. Abigail Rosencrantz, one of them. As we get this tip underway, the Lions with the ball first. As here is a shot attempt in the paint, no good, by Madison Drummonds. Starters for the Spartans, Haley Klein, Kayla Gibbs. Here's a three-pointer, up and good To start it, that is Haley Klein, the junior guard from Huntington, Indiana. Also, Maddie Smith, a forward, starting this contest. Kinsey Atkins and Abigail Rosecrans out of Pendleton Heights High School in Indiana. The guard, first shot by Nia Murphy, no good. Murphy this year, a volume shooter, over 160 field goal attempts this year, 15 points per game. Also very active in the steals department, 31 steals to her name this year. Kayla Gibbs, guarded on the outside, a patient approach for the Spartans. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Ball rolling around. Here comes the defense. Tough situation. They got to get a shot up. Here it comes. Open. No good. Shot missed by Rosencrans. Kayla Gibbs averaging 12 points per game. And Haley Klein's averages 10 in the scoring department for Manchester. Foul called. Spartans up by 3, and they get the possession. This ball kicked, and it will stay on the full court press with the Spartans. And trying to break that press. The ball is loose. A turnover created by Mount St. Joe's. Here is a cross-court heave to Mills. Mills into the interior block. And setting up the offense will be Anaya Murphy. Murphy, the volumes shooter and scorer for the team this year. This one off the back iron, no good. Shot attempt by Drummonds. Look at the conference standings. Mount St. Joe 2-2, currently 5th in the conference. Picked to finish 2nd. Over pursuit on defense. Into the block. Here is Smith, double team, dribbles, looking up, can't shoot. Will she get some help? Shot clock again at 5 seconds. Here's a three-pointer, no good. Too short. Long rebound, fighting for the ball, and that's going to be a tie-up. Possession will stay right here. Franklin 4-1, Rose-Hulman 4-1 in the conference. Franklin 10-2 overall. They have won 6 games in a row. Hanover and Transylvania at 3-1 in the conference, and then Mount St. Joe's at 2-2. Out of bounds, here comes the inbound for Kinsey Atkins. Looking for an opening. And here is the double team on defense. Well done. Great defense. Looking for an open shot. The jump. Leaping up. Offensive board and a foul. Maisie Elston telling her team to be aggressive as a substitution. Enters the game, it's Ella Stivers. And they want they certainly want to penetrate where they can in terms of getting to the hoop. And that is the advice for Elston with 43 wins, looking for 50 in her tenure at some point this year. 4-0 Spartans early on off of the 1 of 2 made free throws. Here's a turnover. Spartans very active defensively. They score and get off to a 6-0 start. Looking to the paint. Ball is loose again. Nearly a tie-up to the corner. Looking for an opening. The drive baseline. Nice shot. And on the board are the Lions. Carly Mills scores. 5-4 out of Fairfield High School. Fairfield High School in Cincinnati. So far, 3 turnovers for the Lions. That has plagued this team. A three-pointer up and good, 9-2. The scoring has been sharp. Now 50%, 3 of 6 from the field. Anaya Murphy with it momentarily, looking for an opening. And this 3 no good. Heavy feet for the Lions to start this game, looking to create a spark and some energy after 2 weeks off. Trailing in the first quarter by 7. And this is an open shot. No good. Rebound. Well done. And now weaving her way across the court. Jenkins turns it loose. It stays right here. Checking in, Jordan Patterson and Kennedy Hudson. Patterson, a sophomore from Indianapolis, and Hudson, a sophomore from Bloomfield, Indiana. And now into the game for Manchester, making a substitution. Aaliyah Bonner, sophomore from Goshen, Indiana, and Mount St. Joe's back on the board. Mount St. Joe's trying to get back on a winning streak after beating Albion in the last possession. Before that, lost 2 in a row to Trine and Franklin. It's been a little bit up and down, but overall 7 wins for Mount St. Joe's. Down 5, they look to press up the floor. Jenkins loses it. That was Anaya Murphy. 15 points per game, looking to establish herself early in this contest. Another substitution for the Lions. Katie Tatum out of Milford in Cincinnati. Timeout on the floor, an early advantage for the Spartans. Up 5 points, 9-4 on the road against the Mount St. Joe's Lions. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lions, Spartans, only on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. After the timeout on the floor, we will see if the Lions can settle in. Points for Jenkins and Mills to start this game, but it is a 9-4 deficit in the first quarter. Less than 5 minutes left to go. Midway point of the first quarter. Mount St. Joe's, nice shifting movement to the hoop, but lost it in the process, did Patterson. Looking to run of the Spartans. Nice bounce pass into the lane, and a double team and foul called. There was contact at the low block on the near side. That will lead to 2 free throw attempts upcoming for the Spartans. Team's 3rd foul already in this game. First free throw is good by Haley Klein for a Manchester Spartans team looking to get above the 500 mark. 5-5 in this 2024-2025 campaign. A team, though, on a hot streak, winning 4 of the last 5 games and 3 in a row. Defeated Concordia 55-38 in blowout fashion, along with Mount Mary University 75-49. Beat Transylvania 60-51. And so this is a Manchester Spartans team that is playing very well as of late. Looking for some space and a nice offensive move. One step by Patterson into the center of the box and the paint, and she scores very nicely. This one clangs off the backboard and the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Fresh shot clock, 11-6, and now 13-6. Sluggish start scoring-wise for Mount St. Joseph. And the Spartans, meanwhile, the opposite. Very strong start to this contest scoring-wise. Back in, the starter, Mills, Sam Redinger for Manchester in the game. The inbounds will come for MSJ, coughing it up. Turnaround, up and in. An arching score. A lot of hang time before that ball came down, but a score nonetheless for 24, Ella Stivers. 5'11", sophomore, forward. Some size in there, and it helped certainly to shoot over the defense. Here comes number 1, Maddie Smith from Manchester. Also, Madeline Vanderweel, the senior from Tippecanoe, Indiana. You look across the roster for Manchester, 1 player from the state of Michigan, all the rest from Indiana. Mount St. Joe's recruits all across the Ohio Valley between Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and then Tennessee as well. So regionally, a lot of sway for this program. A lot of players want to play for. Macy Elston has been very successful in terms of winning percentage. Three-pointer, no good. Air ball. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 5-point advantage still for Manchester. Mount St. Joe's warming up now, 4 of 9 from the field. Just 1 three-pointer attempted. Turnaround, that's scored at the last second. Well done by Rosencrans. She has been the leader all season long. 7 points already in this contest. Half of her team's points. The drive, penetration, kicked out. Here's a drive, and this one up, and a travel before the contact, the referee says. Drummonds exiting the game. Ella Stivers. 15-8. 7-point lead for the Spartans. Manchester trying to score, moving the ball quickly, looking for a rebound. Here it comes, and it is collected by Drummonds. She takes it coast to coast, spins, and sends it up off the backboard, no good. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Standing patiently, the top of the key. Now swinging the ball around, looking for some paint work. Here's the drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul. An elbow to create contact, and Anaya Murphy, who has been held scoreless in the first quarter, will check back in for Mount St. Joe's. Quick substitution. Mount St. Joe's looking for an offensive spark in the first quarter. 16 field goal attempts for Manchester, just 10 for Mount St. Joe's. And now 7 turnovers for the Lions. Less than a minute left to go in the first quarter. Mount St. Joe's looking to continue to stay in the thick of this race in the Heartland Conference. 7 wins already, and now on the board with her first points, Murphy. 15-10. Rosencrans has been a player of the week in the Heartland Conference. Earned that distinction on the 23rd of December. Here is a dribble going from one side to the other. No good by Gibbs. Up fake and a travel double dribble, they say. Double dribble. Feet were shuffling around as well for Carly Mills, and she will exit the game. Quick substitutions. Kennedy Hudson will enter. 6 seconds left to go. 5-point advantage for the Spartans on the road. 3 seconds. They have to get a shot up quick. Losing it, that will do it. Good defense by Murphy. 15-10. The Spartans have the early advantage, and Mount St. Joe's climbing back after a sluggish start shooting-wise, but they are within 5 points and within striking distance here at home. Back for more next on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. Out of the timeout, we begin the second quarter. 15-10, the Spartans have the advantage. They have out-rebounded MSJ. 10-8. 8 turnovers for the Lions. 6 points in the paint, though, for the Lions overall in this one. So they get it inside to the paint once again. Swinging the ball around to Murphy, the leading scorer, 15 points per game for Mount St. Joe. Here is a quick spin and score. Without hesitation, a nice move by Gingrich. Sophomore from Indiana and Indianapolis. Here's a three-pointer offline. Offensive rebound, though. The offensive rebounds have been key. 6 of them now for Manchester. Rebound, and we go the other way. Just a 3-point deficit now. Pass, taking it. Great passing all the way around. Pointing to each other, Murphy and Drummond. Drummond's a senior. And a steal and a score. Lead for the Lions. The Lions with their first lead of the contest. And that is great to see. Up 1 point now. Drummond's the senior and veteran. Murphy, the senior from Columbus. And a foul called late. Drummond hates the call. She is shaking her head. Some choice words to say after it, not directed at anyone in particular, but good to see the Lions waking up. They trailed by 5 points, and now a 6-0 run to take the lead, 16-15. There is a free throw. First one good. Maddie Smith, Manchester, 4 players down today. 4 players will not be playing in this contest. Macy Sexton, Gracie Lauer, Alicia McMahon, and Samaria Williams. Crisscross dribble drive, no good, all air on Murphy, and she thought there was contact on that one. Mount St. Joe's trailing by 1 after momentarily taking a slight lead in this game. Here's a foul called. going for the ball. Jenkins. Morgan Jenkins with 4 points. And then 6 other players with 2 points for Mount St. Joe's. The Spartans waiting for somebody to get open. Momentarily calling for it on the low block. It looks like it's going to be perimeter action. Looking, thought about a three. The drive, one-handed, no good. It doesn't hit the rim, and that will be a shot clock violation. Rosencrans, 9 points already, 4 of 8 scoring. She's been the hot shooter all season long for Manchester. Manchester, a team coming in averaging under 60 points per game. Mount St. Joe's about 65. It's a nice touch on the score. Gingrich. 4 points for Gingrich to tie the team lead. 18-17. The Lions back up ahead. Thought about the shot. Rosencrans, good defense all over. Rosencrans, the Lions that time forcing the pass. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And a turnover. That's taken by Drummonds, who's been fired up throughout this contest. She has been a spark for the Lions, offensively and defensively. Pass to the wing. 1 point lead for the Spartans. The ball has been concentrated in the hands of Rosencrans quite a bit. Puts it up, no good again. Second quarter, 0 for 4 to start. From the field are Manchester. Shot no good. Offensive rebound and the lay-in back for Mount St. Joe's. Largest lead of the game, 3 points. And that one blocked. Sticking with it, Rosencrans, 2 rebounds on the offense. Stolen away and a foul. Jenkins started to rush down the floor, and she was hand-checked for a foul by the Spartans. 2 substitutions for Manchester. Hannah Holmes coming into the game. Here's Carly Mills into the elbow, back out. Shot from 3, no good. Slightly too strong by Kaylee Mills. One-on-one into the interior, fighting for a tie-up. It is, and it will stay here. Jump ball stays with the Spartans. They will take it underneath. And for Manchester, the inbounds will be Kinsey Atkins. Both of these teams an even 2-2 in the HCAC conference play. First game for each team in the new year. And that is just miscommunication and an easy bucket on the other end. Looking for Mills to bring the ball down the floor was Gingrich, and she was just not looking at the ball. 2 dribbles, shot up, no good from the block. Defensive rebound by Gibbs. 5 minutes remaining, halfway through quarter number 2. Swinging around. Here's a drive, baseline underneath the hoop. Kick out to the wing. That is no good. Double bounce off of the rim. Second shot up from the other side. Far side, no good. Lions want to run. Now waiting to Mills up top. Mills will swing the ball around, creating space individually. And off of the screen, no good on the shot up by Mills. She gets it back, and no good again. That one a perfect look at a layup with her left. But the ball rolled off the rim. 1 point lead for the Lions. Zurich yelling for his team to post up. Over 200 wins in his career. That is a foul on the aggressive drive by Patterson, and that is the MO for Elston, telling her team to drive the ball against the defense of the Spartans to try to be aggressive and create some room to score easily at the net. 20 points for Mount St. Joe, 19 points for the Spartans. The lead for the home team here on the MSJ Sports Network. Mount St. Joe out of the break, leading by 1. Head coach Maisie Elson. Elson was very vocal at the break. You could tell she is trying to create some energy on her team. So far, an ice-cold shooting afternoon for Manchester. 6 of 27 from the field. Mount St. Joe shooting nearly 45%. But up just 2 points in this contest. And Elston, very passionate head coach, trying to will her team to create some positive momentum. Trailed by as many as 5 points recently, but have come storming back and now lead by 3 after the 2 made free throws. Looking for it, posting up. The ball doesn't come into the post. One-on-one, thought about a shot. Good closeout defense. You have to like the energy by Madison Drummonds to begin this first half. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, a tie-up, the ball goes the other way. Good defense to converge on the ball by multiple players. 2 players closed in for the Lions. And 3 minutes left to go in the half. The Lions looking to extend their lead. Drummonds posting up. High pass. Still collected. Players spacing out. There was the drive blocked out of bounds. It will stay with Mount St. Joe. So an inbounds upcoming. 9 on the shot clock. 3 minutes left to go in half number 1. Inside, back out, Drummonds wide open. No good from 3. That would have been big. 16 points in the paint now for MSJ versus 6 for Manchester. 8 steals for Mount St. Joe. 10 turnovers for Manchester, 9 for Mount St. Joseph. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Still a 3-point lead. Spinning around. Shot has to come. It will with 1 and a score. At the last second, Gibbs is on the board. Was 0 for 5, now 1 of 6 from the field. Rosenkrantz has 9 points. Klein has 5. Looking inside. And this one gets away from Drummond's. Good active hands defensively by the Spartans. Going straight for the ball and knocking it away. Inside, Drummond's block. And an incredibly physical block. All ball, and that is a clean block. Up by one. Corner three, yes! And for Mount St. Joe, that is the first three-pointer made of this contest. McCoy gets it to go. Elizabeth McCoy, the sophomore from Holy Cross High School in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Three-pointer, can they answer? No, they cannot. Long rebound by Stivers. And with that three-pointer, that is the momentum you start to need. A low-scoring first half, 25-21. Inside, at the hoop, no good. Offensive rebound and a score. 6-point lead for the Lions. Drummonds has been active in the first half. 6 points, 4 rebounds. A key physical presence inside at 6 feet tall. Tallest player out there in this game. That advantage is key. 20 seconds left to go in the half. Spinning, turning, faked it one way, goes the other, and a good shot that falls home. Madison Reese, the junior, number 15, her first points of the contest from off the bench. 3 seconds. Drummonds underneath and scores. And that will do it. Drummonds, what a way to finish. 29-23. So Drummonds finishes the first half, the leading scorer with 8 points. Mount St. Joe's comes storming back in quarter number 2. Shooting 45% and taking a 6-point lead over the Spartans at home into the halftime break. It's 29-23. Thanks for joining us on the MSJ Sports Network. I'm Rich Hidy. We'll be back to recap and summarize the first half, and we'll also be back for second half action momentarily on the MSJ Sports Network. We are back at the Harrington Center getting ready for the second half between Manchester, the visitors, and Mount St. Joseph Lions, the home team. 29-23, Mount St. Joseph with the lead. Interesting dynamic and storyline. The two head coaches, Maisie Elston, third season, native of London, England. Played at Houston Baptist in college, has international basketball playing experience, spent 5 years at Earlham, conference rival. An HCAC finals appearance here at Mount St. Joseph, a program that last won a conference championship in 2003. Last year, 22-6 overall, 14-4 rather in the conference. As we are ready to get the second half underway, Mount St. Joe's had a scoring run of 8 points. Really, if you look at what differentiated this team in the second half, points in the paint, second chance points, 6 of them in total. In the first half, 9 bench points for Mount St. Joseph. Here's a miss to get this second half underway. Offensive rebound by the Spartans. Three-pointer from the wing. Good rebound by Anaya Murphy. And looking for a teammate. Murphy underneath gets fouled. Josh Zurich, 20 seasons at Manchester, involved in athletics. Also the associate director of athletics. First free throw, no. Off the front iron. Last season, 7-18 record for Manchester. Second free throw up and no good. 0 for 2. And that hurts if you can't convert on free throws. Second quarter, Manchester just 8 points. Mount St. Joseph had 19. That was a big key to the advantage. And the continued lead blocked away. Well done. Clean block by Gingrich. 4 points in the first half, 2 of 3 from the field. 2 blocks now in this game. Thinking about a 3. Instead, they remain patient. Underneath the hoop, no good. Chasing it down, tossing it up out of bounds, and the possession will stay here. Very consistent shooting for Mount St. Joseph, percentage-wise in the first and second quarter. 3 of 14 in the second quarter. Manchester shooting the ball. Went ice cold in the second quarter, and that allowed Mount St. Joseph to climb back and build a lead. Foul called. 2 free throws upcoming for 32. Rosenkrantz, a nice first half for Rosenkrantz. 4 of 13 from the field, but 9 points. 5 rebounds as well, and now she is in double figures. Second free throw good. 6 assists for Mount St. Joseph. 8 steals as well for the Lions. That has been helpful offensively and defensively. 4-point game under the hoop. Not a good angle for a shot. The two veterans passing back and forth. Here comes a 3. Too short again for Murphy. Murphy and Drummonds have the ball quite a bit for Mount St. Joseph. Murphy with just 2 points, 1 of 2 shooting in the first half. And there's a nice move to score in the paint. And now Manchester within 2. A nice little run to start the second half. 29-27. Here's a deep 3. That's good. A swish by Jenkins. 7 points for Jenkins. That's the second Three-pointer made by Mount St. Joseph here today. Turnover by the Spartans. Scoring has been difficult for Manchester. 1 of 6 to start the third quarter. 9 for 37, shooting just 24% overall. Much more efficient Mount St. Joseph team, but the Spartans are hanging around. Here is a shot up and good. Makes it a 7-point game. Mount St. Joseph picked to finish second in the league. Heavy favorites after a 20-win season a year ago. Going for the steal over pursuit by Murphy. Three-pointer up and good. Manchester scoring a 3, now 3 of 12 from behind the arc. (34-30). Three-pointer again. No good this time. 34-30, 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Double teamed. Kick out. Another 3. This time no good. Offensive rebound chased down by a pair of Lions. Gingrich ends up with it. She calls for it. Underneath, double teamed. Triple teamed. And she throws it away. In no man's land. And she was forced to get rid of the ball before bending out of bounds. And there is a foul on the floor against Manchester. Substitution upcoming, Jordan Patterson. Also into the game, Ella Stivers. Six minutes left to go in quarter number 3. The Lions get the possession back. Largest lead, 7 points off the three-pointer made. Looking to continue to build on the current lead in the third quarter. Started at a deficit, took a while to get going after 2 weeks off, but the Lions have done well, and they score again. Off the bench, Patterson jetting in for an easy layup with her left hand. Very well done. Good defense, hands up, and a foul called. Gasps from the crowd. Stand up defense, and they call a push. Jenkins with 9 points, Drummond's with 8, Patterson with 6 for Mount St. Joseph. And the officials will huddle. Officials today, Tom Barron, Jamie Cavalier, and Brian Humphrey. So 2 free throws upcoming for the Spartans. Taking them will be Haley Klein. Klein with 5 points, but just 1 of 8 shooting and 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. And she hits the first free throw. Second free throw also good. 4-point game at the midpoint mark of quarter number 3. Inside, double team, good bounce pass, kicked out, shot up, no good. A little bit long on the shot opportunity by Stivers. Here comes a pick. Creating space, thought about the 3. Here comes one, and that's good. Back to a 1-point game, 16 points for Rosencrantz. About 40% of the shot total has come from Rosencrantz. coughing it up momentarily. The offense a little bit stagnant, spacing out, looking at the block. No cuts. Here comes a cut up, then inside, perfect pass. Under the hoop, no good. Drummonds had a look at the hoop, but not the best angle. Here comes a cut, and no good. Too soft by Rosencrantz. 1 point game. Spartans looking for their first lead since the first quarter. 4 minutes left to go. One-on-one, penetration on the drive, offensive rebound and a foul. It's now 12 offensive rebounds for Manchester. They head to the line after the foul. Aaliyah Bonner and a timeout on the floor. 36-35, Spartans with 2 chances at the free throw line to take the lead with under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Mount St. Joseph basketball on the MSJ Sports Network. So back out of the timeout on the floor. 2 free throws for Aaliyah Bonner, the sophomore from Goshen, Indiana. Dribbles it a pair of times and puts it up, and we have a tie game at 36. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though. And a wide open 3. That is good. Now a 3-point lead for the Spartans. Kinsey Atkins on the board with her second 3-pointer, 8 points. Nearly a turnover underneath. And that will be a jump ball called. 3-on-1. Back into the game comes Haley Gingrich, the 6-foot-tall sophomore. 68 points against Albion. Before that, scored 44 against Trine. Did the Lions. But typically, this is a team that can put up over 60 points. Started the season with 83 against Marietta and 80 against Alma. The Spartans up 3. The scoring not as apparent in this contest. 3-pointers especially hard to come by. 5 of them for Manchester, 2 of them for Mount St. Joseph. And fighting after the rebound, it will be a foul called on Rosencrantz. Those are 2 very good players fighting on the floor. Rosencrantz, 16 points and 5 rebounds. Listed as a guard, but she can play down low and has been a key scorer. And Drummond's with 8 and an efficient 4 of 9 from the field and 6 rebounds as well. And a timeout taken by Manchester. Spartans up 3 points, 39-36, 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Heartland Conference basketball action between the Lions and the Spartans, only on the MSJ Sports Network. So the officials back at the Harrington Center deliberating. It's going to be a foul called on Mount St. Joseph. A technical foul called after the officials reviewed the video monitor and huddled together. So the free throw up and good, and a costly technical foul will allow the Spartans on the road to extend their advantage. Second free throw, no good, but they keep possession. Mount St. Joseph, 3 of 9 from the field and 7 points here in the third quarter, being outpaced 17-7 in quarter number 3. It's been a game of changing tides. 15-10 in the first quarter, advantage Manchester. Then Mount St. Joseph won the second quarter by 11, 19-8, and now it's been all Manchester in the third. Looking to change that. Nice move, dribbling between the legs and the shot up on the jumper, no good. Good look from Jenkins. Here's Rosencrantz. She dribbles to her right and sends it back out beyond the three-point line. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Blocked away again by Mount St. Joseph. Gingrich. That's her third block. A standout performance defensively. Not allowing open shots and good looks. Gingrich stands, finds her teammate on the block, and a score. 2-point game. And Drummond's in double figures with 10. 10 and 6. She's played a lot of minutes in this contest. Nearly all of them. And the Lions need her. Drummond's digging for the rebound, instead an offensive rebound by Rosencrantz. Pump fake, shot, up, and a foul called. Falling to the floor. One-handed shot, a floater by Haley Klein. Couldn't get it to go, but she heads to the line with 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining. 5 team fouls for Mount St. Joseph. Free throw no good. Free throw shooting. The Spartans, that is what has kept this team around in this game, and now with the lead, they're 12 of 16 from free throw. Mount St. Joseph 2 of 4, so getting to the line, converting on free throw opportunities has been critical for a team that is shooting 25% from the field. The free throws have been huge. Rosencrantz, the offensive rebounds as well, 15 offensive rebounds, winning the rebounding margin by 11. In total are the Spartans. Less than a minute remaining in the third quarter. Swinging around. Gingrich blocking out the defender. Mills wide open, no good. That would have been a crucial three-pointer. Smith, Gibbs, and Rosencrantz all have 6 rebounds. For Manchester, they've been very, very aggressive on the rebounding side, and that is a foul, and a very hard foul on the floor by Kayla Gibbs. Bouncing up right away, showing her toughness. Anaya Murphy, she took a shot on the floor by Gibbs. Into the game, Madeline Vanderweel for Kayla Gibbs. No shot clock. The Lions can hold it for the final shot of the third quarter. And a push. So now with a bonus opportunity, Mount St. Joseph heads to the line with 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So Gingrich with an opportunity. 4 points, her first free throws of the afternoon. She misses the first. Second one is good. 2-point game. 10.6 seconds. In the third quarter, just 9 points for Mount St. Joseph. Press being shown. Rosencrantz kicks it back, double bounce. 3 seconds, looking for a shot. And Rosencrantz throws it up, and no good, off the backboard. 2-point game. It should be an exciting fourth quarter. We head to the break in the action. The Lions and the Spartans, one team will go above the 500 mark in the Heartland Conference. We'll find out who next right here on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. We are set for the fourth quarter. 2-point game. Manchester will take it to start the fourth. (41 to 39) Spartans. Spartans won the third quarter 18 to 10. 35 to 24 in terms of rebounds. That has been a key to success, as has the free throw shooting. 11 turnovers for Mount St. Joseph. They score to tie the game. Drummonds again, 12 points, 6 boards, leading Mount St. Joseph in both categories. one of the veteran leaders. 26 points in the paint for the Lions. Drummonds puts her hand up against Rosenkrantz. That is the matchup to watch. It has been all game long. Driving, shooting, no good. There's a nice take straight to the hoop by Murphy, but couldn't get it to fall. Tie game. It all comes down to this. Blocked. 5th block of the afternoon. But a turnover and a score by Manchester. Gibbs, 4 points. 1 of 8 shooting. Entering this game, it's Rosenkrantz. Gibbs, the second leading scorer, 12 points per game as the two teams trading buckets, 43-43. And then Klein as well has been a key scorer, 10 points per game. Klein in this game with 9 points, 1 of 11 from the field. Gibbs with 4, 2 of 8, so combined, they haven't gotten much to fall, but still a significant part of this contest. Rosenkrantz all alone, looking for a teammate. Gibbs, tight defense being played by the Lions. Spreading it out, being patient with the passes. Here comes a fake one way, cutting and scoring Gibbs. Gibbs on the board a couple of times already in quarter number 4. Closing out strong. Handing it off. Inside, that is great offense, but the miss on the layup. A great look at it for Drummonds. 3, got it! Mills, she's fired up. Carly Mills, dead center from 3. The response by the Spartans. Trading threes. Atkins there for Manchester. This game very competitive. Two teams fighting for conference alignment. 3 threes in a row, 2 of them by the Lions. 49-48. Timeout on the floor. 6 minutes, 53 seconds in this game. You're watching the Lions and the Spartans. Heartland Conference action. Women's college basketball on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. So the inbounds out of the timeout. Spartans had the possession. Press being shown by the Lions. Mount St. Joseph at home up by a single point. Both teams 2-2 in the Heartland Conference. MPI ranking number 93 overall for Mount St. Joseph. Productive season, but looking for the 8th win of the year in a tight game against 5-5 at 500. Great defense by the Lions. Shot clock violation on the Spartans. Winner of this game would be tied for second overall in conference wins, right behind Franklin and Rose Holman with 4 each. Foul on the floor. Rosencrantz. She has 16 points and the most shots out of anybody in this game with 20 of them. And inbounds from the baseline. Rosencrantz, nifty move, finds a teammate. That is good, and an and one opportunity. Spartans back with the lead. Free throw good by Maddie Smith. Rushing it up the floor. 2-point deficit for Mount St. Joseph now. Three-pointer. That's good! Yet again by Carly Mills. 8 points, 2 of 4 from 3-point. And another foul. Foul number 3 of the fourth quarter. Mount St. Joseph has opened up the fourth quarter with a strong 5 of 7 shooting from the field and 3 for 3 from 3-point line. Bounce pass, looking in the interior against the Lions defense. Here's Gibbs. Gibbs, no good. Rebound collected immediately by the Lions, wanting to run. Great pass and a foul. Another hard foul, Murphy. And Drummonds. Murphy finding Drummonds, and Drummonds will head to the line with her team up by a single point. Free throw, good. 2-point lead. Second one also good. 5 minutes left, 3-point lead. Full court press being shown, trying to create a quick turnover are the Lions. 13 turnovers for each of these teams. The differentiator has been shooting efficiency for the Lions, rebounding prowess of the Spartans. It's led to a close game here this afternoon. Timeout on the floor, 5 minutes left, 54-51 Lions on the MSJ Sports Network. So Manchester takes the inbounds. Final 5 minutes of this Saturday afternoon. Women's college basketball action from the Harrington Center. Mount St. Joseph, Manchester. 1 second, and it's another shot clock violation. The pesky defense of Mount St. Joseph. A back and forth contest, 9 lead changes, 4 ties in this game. Dribbling the ball down deliberately is Murphy. Murphy, 2 points, and a charge called on the floor. Offensive foul. And Mills can't believe it. She is very confused about the call, and it looks like a player down for the Spartans, and the athletic trainer out to take a look. That is a very tough sight to see, as some of her teammates are crowding around making sure that she's okay. Maybe a shot to the face. And it looks like working her way to at least sitting up. So that's good news, and maybe hitting the eye as getting up. Haley Klein, good to see her okay for the time being. She will exit the game, but looks to be okay. So here comes the inbounds. The Lions electing to show a press once again. This is a very important January game. First game of January for each team to try to continue to progress in the HCAC. Quick movement up the floor, and it was knocked away out of bounds off the Spartans. The overall standings in the conference will depend on games like this. Here comes the inbounds for Mount St. Joseph. Goes to the perimeter. And off the drive, a foul on the floor. No bonus yet for Mount St. Joseph, so they will take it again from underneath. Here's a three-pointer, no good for the Lions. Less than 4 minutes remaining. Murphy, no good on the jumper. Some contact before, player falling, no whistle blown on either side. And this is going to be a timeout taken with 3 minutes, 46 seconds left. 3 timeouts left now for each of these teams. We will step aside. 54-51. Mount St. Joseph with the advantage at home on the MSJ Sports Network. So off the timeout, Manchester setting up the offense. Here is a toss underneath, and it is turned over. Murphy, she got it. 56-51 off the lay-in by Murphy. Gibbs thought about a three. 5-point lead. Final 3 minutes of this afternoon's game. And twisting around, reverse lay-in. It doesn't go. And a foul on the body. Rosencrantz doesn't like the call. And this will be taken from the side. Lions with possession. Less than 3 minutes left to go. Holding it. Drummonds passes it to the hot shooting Mills, especially from three. Murphy taking their time. Great move to create space, and it falls. Off the back iron and in. Gingrich. Shot up, no good from three. Fighting, wrestling, foul called before the jump ball. And the Spartans in the bonus get a chance at free throws. Team's fifth foul. And with that, trailing by 7. Manchester 13 of 17 from free throw. They have to continue to be efficient with the free throws. This one misses. .30 seconds on the shot clock. You would think that the Lions every possession will try to make that time tick as low as possible. Another timeout taken by the head coach, Josh Zurich. Over 200 wins in his career, over 20 years with Manchester. Timeout on the floor, 58-52. You're watching Mount St. Joseph's and Manchester here on the MSJ Lions Sports Network. So out of the timeout taken by Manchester, the Lions have possession. Full court press being shown by Manchester. Aggressive defense against Mills. She backs up, taking continual contact, looking underneath. Here's Drummonds, finds a wide open score. Haley Gingrich, her teammate standing on the far side block, and that will be a foul called on Mills. An intentional foul called. 60-52, Mount St. Joseph. We will get an official review as the referees go to the monitor. The call on the floor, an intentional foul, and we will see if this stands or is reversed. Both players in heavy traffic, playing very aggressively in the final minutes of this game. It leads to contact and fouls, and we'll see what the referees decide. An 8-point lead, comfortable lead for the Lions, at least momentarily. Now the two coaches come out to meet with the officials. And Zurich is questioning the ability to review an intentional foul, and looks like it's just going to be a standard foul. 2 minutes remaining in this game. So the foul sends Manchester to the line. Kinsey Atkins will take it. Foul called on Mills. Mills has had a strong second half with 8 points and 2 3-pointers. So now the officials will huddle up again. It's an 8-point game, 2 minutes remaining in this one. It's been a long fourth quarter. Combined 30 turnovers for these two teams. The second quarter and the fourth quarter have been the key quarters for the Lions. 21 points here in quarter 4. This team has gotten even stronger shooting the ball than any other period in this game. Meanwhile, on the other side, first quarter and the third quarter, the best quarters for Manchester. Right now, an 8-point advantage. A timeout on the floor. And it looks like they will huddle up the coaches yet again. Confusion all around on both sides. So we will have 2 shots on the technical, on the intentional foul, and possession. First free throw good. That's a critical call to give 2 free shots at the basket for Manchester, and they convert on both of them, and still a window of opportunity with 2 minutes left in this game. 6-point deficit for Manchester. They have the ball. Low block, foul called, and 1. So a score and a free throw opportunity from Maddie Smith. Free throw no good. A chance to make it a 1-possession game. They can't get it. Mills bring the ball up the floor. Certainly passionate about that last call. She coughs it up. Turnover. Steal. Rosenkrantz underneath. That's a score. 60-58. So an 8-point lead becomes a 2-point lead. And another miscue. 1 minute, 24 seconds. Tried to get a quick timeout. Couldn't do so. So we're back playing. Highly contested final 5 minutes of this game with some critical calls that have resulted in a 2-point contest. Anybody's game in this one. Looking around the floor. And a turnover. Chance to tie for Manchester. Less than a minute. 3-pointer. No good. All air. Looking for help. 50 seconds. Down the floor. Quickly. Great finds. And a score by Gingrich. And a timeout taken yet again by Zurich. So a timeout on the floor, 38 seconds remaining in the game, 62-58. The Lions with the lead on the MSJ Sports Network. So really the biggest window of opportunity here at the Harrington Center comes right now for Manchester. Down 4 points, 38 seconds left to go in the game. Gibbs from the perimeter, quick fake. Good recovery, defense, and a foul called. Caitlin Riley tagged with the foul. So heading to the line, Haley Klein. Looks like her arms were bent a little bit too much. That is how the foul was called, as she tried to recover and play good defense. 3-point game. Second free throw is good. 2-point game. Back in, the leading scorer for Mount St. Joseph. And a timeout taken on the floor by the head coach, Maisie Elston. 62-60, 29 seconds left to go. And a timeout taken. Each team has one timeout left. You're watching women's college basketball here from the Heartland Conference. Lions against Spartans here on the MSJ Sports Network. So taking the inbounds, Anaya Murphy. And that's a foul called, and a dangerous situation there for Carly Mills, who was near the half-court line but didn't step on it, so there's a foul. They had a foul to give. Another inbounds. Nobody open. And nearly 5 seconds. Crowded area. Taking it back. Turnover and taking it back, and a timeout called by Maisie Elston. A valuable call. Final timeout. It was a turnover and taken back, and things getting testy here from the Harrington Center. And the coach, Josh Zurich, can't believe it. Two-point game. So it was a turnover by the Lions, but turning it back over the Spartans. "22 seconds left to go. It's been the longest 1 minute of college basketball that you could ever expect in this game. And it's still anybody's game with a 2-point advantage for Mount St. Joseph. They will inbound. And some movement from all four players, and then the foul comes. They still had a foul to give, 20 seconds remaining. And this one will send Mount St. Joseph to the line. 14 points for Drummonds. Gingrich has 13. 9 points for Jenkins, 8 for Mills. First free throw, no good. Rosenkrantz, 16 points. 4 players in double figures for the Spartans. Klein has 14, 11 for Atkins, 10 for Smith. Substitution, 3-point game. And a timeout taken That will be the final timeout of this contest. 63-60, 21 seconds remaining in the game on the MSJ Sports Network. So out of the timeout, the Spartans get to advance the ball and get the inbounds. They have to score quickly. Here's a shot up, no good, too short. Ball still loose, jump ball. And the possession goes to the Lions. 12 seconds left, checking back in, Murphy. And that is what Mount St. Joe's needs. 12 seconds remaining. Full court press. Horizontal line. Some cutters up, calling for the ball. Here it comes, and trying to hand it off. And a foul issued. Drummond's, the leading scorer today for Mount St. Joseph, concealed the victory with 2 points here from free throws. Overall, a great performance by Mount St. Joseph to close out the first half and to close out the game. Second and fourth quarters, very friendly. For Mount St. Joseph, a win would put this team above 500 in the conference, and 8-4, doubling up the wins versus losses overall in the season. 7, 6, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Gibbs, nice fake, no good, and no foul. That is it, 65-60. The Lions, with a hard-fought, come-from-behind victory. Trailed multiple times in this game, they found a way to win at home in the first game of 2025. 65-60 to close out this Saturday afternoon's action of women's college basketball in the Heartland Conference. Thanks so much for joining us, for all of us here at the MSJ Sports Network. I'm Rich Hidy. We'll see you next time here from Cincinnati, Ohio. Mount St. Joseph's college basketball on the MSJ Sports Network.